So hello Virgo. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, welcome back. If you love me, I love you too. We are here for June's energies. All right, although if you catch this in divine time, most likely there's a message in here for you. All right, time is fluid. It works in a spiral and we revisit energies. So take it as it resonates. There is a lovely new ticker tape along the bottom, especially helpful for those of you who are new because it'll help you understand the different language and words and things that I use here on the channel and what I mean when I use them. So definitely take a look at what is going on down there. And if you've been around for a while, it might be a great refresher. Okay, it might be a great refresher. Also know that you have a bonus reading coming along for the month of June. I will be doing 2 readings for you because I believe you got the most comments in April. All right, so congrats. Keep it up. Drop a like. You can get bonus readings for that. I believe Capricorn got the bonus reading for most likes. Sagittarius got the one for most views. And Virgo, you got the one for most comments. So drop like, leave comments, share it out, get the views up so that you can get more extra readings and things like that for August, right? All of the stats for June's videos will determine August's bonus readings. So keep it up. For today, this month, I am using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit cards by Kim Kranz as an overall energy for you, and then I'm using the Naked Heart Tarot for insights. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Oh, there will also be a separate video for guidance, right? Ophiuchus, if I didn't mention that already. So you can check that out once it's loaded up for you to help best, help you best navigate through the energies of June, right? It'll be some guidance for you. Okay, so Virgo placements, Virgo energies. What is going on? This might be particularly important if you have Virgo Saturn, especially because you would technically be dealing with what is essentially a Virgo Saturn opposition to the Saturn in Pisces right now, right? Spirit said something, literally just said Virgo Saturn. So if you've got Virgo Saturn, this is particularly important for you to understand. Okay. So Spirit, please, what energy is Virgo in for June? Ooh, we've got elephant. We've got elephant dragons on the bottom of the deck. Okay, you might have strong dragon energy as a spirit guide. You might also be a dragon in the Chinese zodiac. Okay. Elephant. An elephant never forgets, right? An elephant never forgets. Now, with this being your overall energy for June, if you look at this card, it's representing fire, right? The third eye is lit, and he's wielding this fire in his trunk. Like if you think about certain mages, right? They're always manifesting fire in their hand. Well, the elephant's doing it with his trunk here. So this elephant is enlightened to spirit, and they truly never forget their ability or their power in manifesting, right? This is actually really magician type energy. Okay, manifestor type energy. That your ability to remember your path, right? Your ability to remember your highest good direction. This is North Node stuff. So you might also have Virgo's North Node, South Node polarities with Virgo and Pisces, okay? You might have a nodal placement specifically in Virgo that you can be aware of. But there's this acknowledgement that you never forget the steps. Right, that you never forget the steps. Now, mind you, if you have a Virgo South Node, you might be hypercritical of the self. Hypercritical of the self that you might be so afraid of making mistakes or making a wrong step that you take no step, right? Where the soul in a North Node in Pisces is saying, take this step, right? Intuitively, this is what feels good. This is what you're drawn to. Move forward. It doesn't matter if you think it's right or wrong, or people will judge you for taking this step, like, please follow your guidance, right? Please follow your energy PS. Your North Node takes you in your destiny's direction. Or remaining hypercritical of the self and overanalyzing everything, being in a Virgo South Node might be detrimental, right? It might be detrimental and keep you off your highest good path because you're not doing as you're guided. You're reasoning or logically, talking yourself out of it for whatever reason, right? And vice versa, if, Pisces is your South Node and you're a Virgo North Node, this is about taking each step the way you're supposed to take it and not skipping steps. Like, yeah, you might be guided in a certain direction, guided to do certain things, but there's a certain way to do it, right? There's a right and a wrong way to do it. Like, you might be like, oh, I'm guided to go to Indonesia. Okay, great. You don't just book a flight and go and don't plan it. Like, Virgo will say, okay, you can go to Indonesia, but let's plan it first. Let's make sure our money is correct, right? Let's check out different price tickets. Let's see if there's a time of year where it's cheaper, you know what I mean? And make it more affordable on the self and enjoyable. Like, okay, when we get there, what are we going to do? Let's plan what's available there. Where do we want to eat? Where do we want to stay? What kind of activities? Like, Virgo is going to plan it all out. And that's how you have and enjoy the best time. Like, yeah, you can know intuitively that that's what you want to do, but plan it first. Like, there's steps to take, right? Virgo North Node takes the steps it's supposed to take, where Virgo South Node gets caught up in all of the things to take and just kind of needs to go with the flow sometimes, right? These opposing polarities. So, being an elephant, right, this elephant energy, it's a very magnanimous presence, right? It's a very big presence, right? They always talk about the elephant in the room, right? No one can miss the elephant in the room. So your energy is big this month, and no one can miss it, right? No one can miss it, whether you're in alignment or in misalignment. Now, Saturn, if you do have Saturn in Virgo, it restricts your ability to take steps, or you feel as if your ability to take steps is restricted based on where it falls in your chart. Saturn is also paternal, right? It's very father-like energy, protector-type energy. So you may feel restricted because you have certain responsibilities that you need to take care of, and maybe having a difficult time flowing, right? Because the Saturn in Pisces energy is going to oppose that restriction, right? If you have a Saturn in Virgo and you're saying, no, your steps are restricted, what you can do is restricted because you have responsibilities, and your fear about doing it to the best of your ability, taking care of your responsibilities to the best of your ability, is restricting you from your soul path. Right, it's restricting you from this flow. And so Saturn in Pisces is really forcing flow at you, and making it very painful when you're insistent on making sure that what you have to be responsible for is perfect, right? That you're not fucking up and you're not making a mistake and you're overanalyzing everything you have as a responsibility for. Like, I don't know if I could take on more responsibilities, because if I take on more responsibilities, the things I'm already responsible for might not get the same attention and I might not be perfect. I don't know if I could take on this in my life. And Pisces Saturn's like, bro, do it. Go for it. Like, you can handle it, right? Spirit wouldn't give you anything that you can't handle. Like, you could do it, it'll be fine. Who knows? Maybe taking on this responsibility in your life, or this, situation, or this person, and bringing them into the fold actually makes your other responsibilities easier. You don't know if you're too afraid to make a mistake, right? So it's kind of like reminding you to go with the flow. So let's get some insight onto what this energy looks like for Virgo. What's the insight, please, Spirit? For Virgo energies. What is going on in June for Virgo? Virgo energy, Virgo placements, the house in which Virgo rules for you. I myself am a Virgo IC line. That's my inner child. It's Imam Koli, but inner child is how I look at it. And my inner child is a perfectionist. Right? I do want everything to be perfect that I do, So, I get it. I get it. My inner child does not want to disappoint, not anyone, not myself, not anyone. So I get it. Let's see here. We also have the Ace of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. Give me one more. Or three more. we'll do that. Actually, let's put these. Ooh. This might be particularly important if you're a male, okay? If you're a father. I'm not talking masculine and feminine right now. This may be particularly important if you're a dude. So, I'll get there in a second. Let me get the rest of these clarities out. Clarify the Nine of Cups for me. Because it's going to be a specific message that may not be for everybody, but it'll be for who needs it for sure, and it'll probably give insight to the rest, especially if you're cross-watching for a Virgo male, right? Someone who identifies as male or a Virgo father, and you're wondering why they're doing what they're doing. All right, we have the Eight of Cups on bottom and the Five of Wands on top. So you're really conflicted about moving forward. And here's the thing, right? And if you're not a father, right, and it's just your own masculine energy, no matter your gender, right, if it's just your masculine energy, I think you're letting go of a certain receiving in favor of a different receiving, and you're not sure if you want to do it yet, but you're getting there. Now we have the Four of Pentacles to the Earth Mother in reverse. So you may have, this is going to be the specific part of the message that might not be for everybody, but might be for fathers. You might be holding on to the mother of your children and the relationship with the mother of your children when you really need to let it go, because this is toxic feminine energy, shadow feminine energy. That's not good, and you may really want to offer love to someone else, right? You don't actually want to be single, though. You don't want to be single, and you're probably intuiting who it is that you want to attach yourself to, and attach is the wrong word, that you want to connect with, right? You're intuiting who you want to connect with, and maybe if you are a father, you're afraid of causing problems with the mother of your children, right? You're afraid of bringing a new relationship into the mix, right? Maybe if you already are separated or have been separated from them for a while, or if you're planning on it for another person, right? You're being guided in a different direction. I think you know that what it is that you're going after, that's your wish fulfillment. That's your happily ever after. Like whatever you're intuiting, we got the Nine of Cups with the Ten of Cups here. The only thing keeping you from it is this Chiron martyr energy with the Nine of Wands. With the King of Wands. The Spirit of Wands is the King of Wands. Your monkey mind's going to try and tell you to be slick. Your monkey mind's going to try and tell you to maneuver around it, right? Because you don't want to mess it up, but that's exactly how you mess it up. Because when you're acting from a place of fear, being afraid, right, afraid to mess it up, then that's exactly what you're going to end up doing. An elephant never forgets the path, right? So if you've been guided to this message, and you are letting go of a very shadowy feminine energy, within yourself, right? Because shadow feminine, if you were watching the ticker tape down there, shadow feminine energy comes from two different places. It comes from empaths and victims or energy vampires, right? Those are the two archetypes that carry shadow feminine energy. So you may be releasing, right? You may have been holding on to your own shadow feminine, which is empath, right? Holding compassion for and consideration for someone else to make their life safe and their psyche and their emotions and their mental state and their finances safe to the detriment of your own, right? That they're receiving a feel-good experience, but in exchange for all of your efforts, you are not, though. You know, this is shadow feminine, where you're receiving a reality that doesn't feel good. Maybe you're overly stressed. Maybe you're lonely, right? Maybe you're feeling like you want more, and what you're getting back from life is not equal to what you're putting in, right? And so whatever it is that you're letting go of, it's your own shadow feminine energy. You don't really want to be the empath, right? The empath, being the empath is painful. It's painful. It's shadow feminine. It hurts. It hurts. You really want to give this cup of love to a very unique person who either one is not completely single. Okay, with the flamingo, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you want to extend your love to someone who is not available. Or they have no fucking clue that you want to give love to them. They have no clue how much you want to pour. Like, they're your person, and you're looking at them like they're your person. They're sovereign, and they're solo, and you don't want them to be, right? And maybe you don't want to be, right? You don't want to be solo, right? This idea of not wanting to be alone. You want to pour. You want to find someone to pour love into and receive it back, right? Being the alchemist or the light worker energy, right? Not the empath, but the alchemist. You want to find someone that is willing to commit to the same pour that you are willing to commit to. You want to be in this high receiving, high manifesting energy. I mean, we're talking 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, like whatever it is that you're drawn to. My professional tarot opinion is it's your happily ever after with this. Whatever you're intuitively drawn to, whoever you're intuitively drawn to, they're your happily ever after. They're your long-term forever person. The only thing getting in your way is you holding on to this toxic feminine, shadow feminine energy within your own self. You know, you're not allowing yourself, shadow feminine does not allow itself to receive good feeling experiences. It'll create them for other people in high masculine energy, but it won't allow itself to receive it. And so you've got to let that version of you go and overflow love into this new version of yourself, which you have not quite done yet. But when you do that, when you accept that you deserve to feel good too, everybody else is feeling good, you deserve to feel good too. And you know how to pour into someone who is reciprocal, right? That creates this energy. That's what creates this energy. Especially if you've got Virgo nodes, right? We're talking about the moon. The nodes are from the moon. They're the poles, the moon's poles, and what direction, what sign they're pointing at. We have the 9 of Wands with the King of Wands. You know, this is, like I said, your own monkey mind telling you that you can't commit, right? You can't commit. The King of Wands is non-committal. You can't commit to this new energy. You can't commit to that because you have too many other commitments. And it's like, no, move forward. Bottom of the deck, move forward. So what if it takes time? So what if it's a little bit slow? Open. Open. The King of Cups, open. Give and receive. Give and receive. This is reciprocal 6 of Coins energy in this deck. Give and receive. We got the Lovers. They're your equal. They're your mirror. They're your higher perspective mirror. You're a unicorn. Whoever you're guided to, I'm telling you right now, they're your forever person. They're your forever person. You're intuitively drawn to them and want to be with them. Even if you can't explain it, it's for a reason. Because they're going to help your life to shift in a way that feels really good to receive. They're going to bring energy into your life that feels really, really good to receive. So, Virgo, whether you're male or female, please take that as it resonates, right? If you've read that ticker tape, then you understand, like, I could be talking to someone, but it can make sense to you and however it makes sense to you, so please take it that way. Your soul never forgets the way to happiness. You just got to trust it. All right, so Virgo, I will catch you in Ophiuchus for guidance, and until next time, I love you. Bye.